Hey everybody, I hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome to our Siralim Ultimate episode 400 special. Now I assume most of you will have already seen the episode title, and I wouldn't blame you if you read that and assumed that it had to be a joke, but I'm here to tell you that it is no joke. We are going to do exactly what it says. Well, not exactly. I think the title says 400. I said 400 because, it's episode 400, so I felt like it was a nice little... It flowed a little bit better, but we actually have to make around 430 spell gems, which we will maybe not immediately destroy, so I guess that's... You could argue that's clickbait. What we're gonna do is we are going to craft 400 spell gems, upgrade them all the way, socket some gems into, well, not socket, but like enchant a lot of them, and then destroy all of them. So in a way it's even worse, like we're crafting them and upgrading them and then destroying them. Why? Why do all of this? Well, it's because there is a set of achievements that I'd like to get out of the way. And by the way, we're also going to be crafting some artifacts and doing a similar thing. But let me show you these achievements. They are under the item section. So here's what we are going to have to do. The main thing that's going to take us a lot of time is the Gemology 7, 8, and 9 achievements for upgrading our spell gems 10,000 times. The reason this achievement is going to take this long is because individual spell gems you can only upgrade, like, what? 15 times each? There's also an achievement for, what's it called? It's an enchanted to meet you, enchanting your spell gems 1,000 times. This is going to be easier to do, but it's still going to take a while. In addition, there's an achievement called Humble Improvement for upgrading artifacts 10,000 times. I believe this one we're gonna need about 180, I'll say 185 artifacts for that. And then we have an achievement for socketing them as well. That's gonna take quite a while because we've got about 700 sockets to go through. Now, how exactly are we going to do this? Well, let's do the spell gems first. The way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to craft spell gems of absolute corruption. The reason I'm doing these is because literally they're on the top of the list, right? I can just keep going. I can keep going all day. So I need to do this like 430 times. How will I know I've done it 430 times? Am I gonna count each individual one? I mean, you could. If you were very good at counting in your head and you had an infinite amount of patience, you could count each... you could count each individual one for sure. But there's a better way to do this, right? I'll show you in a moment. So if I go to my inventory, my spell gem inventory, you'll see we've got several pages full of the gems that we've crafted. We need to fill approximately 18 pages. Approximately 18. Let's go 19. We'll do 19 pages with these gems. That's because 430 divided by 18 is 20. Oh, no, not 19 pages. We need to do 24 pages. In fact, let's do 25 pages just to be on the safe side, right? Let's go back to crafting. I'm gonna keep doing this until we have 25 pages of absolute corruption gems. Now you might be wondering, hey Ellie, this is mind-numbingly tedious. Are you going to speed it up? Are you gonna cut anything out? The answer is no. I'm gonna leave every single minute of it in. Why? Well, because I want the people watching to get some sense of what it is that I'm having to go through, right? It would be so easy for me to cut this out, but then you guys would be getting out of it too easy. I need you to at least, and yes, I realize you could just skip ahead, but if you have any honor and decency, you will stick with me while I'm doing this, right? Oh boy. So, how's your day? I mean, really, this is what the episode's gonna be. Like I told you at the end of last episode, we're gonna be doing something special in the sense that it's technically different from what we've been doing in normal, regular episodes. But if you heard that it was going to be special and you assumed that it was going to be exciting and interesting, well then, I'm afraid, I'm afraid that you were quite mistaken, and perhaps you've learned a lesson about not making assumptions. Alright, how many pages are we at? We're at 10 full pages. I guess when we have 19 pages in total, you know that I don't have like 25 pages of just this one gem. So yeah, listen, we're gonna keep doing it. It's not gonna stop. It is not gonna stop until we get all 25. We're not even halfway there. We are not even half of the way there. This is what have I signed myself up for? I guess one thing I can talk about while I'm doing this is, why even do this at all? Can't you treat this like one of those achievements that slowly gets completed over time? And the reason it won't is because I tend to be pretty minimalist when I'm creating spell gems. Instead of creating a new one willy-nilly, I'll tend to modify old ones, mainly as a way of reducing clutter more than anything else. So I know that even when I start creating other classes, I'm never gonna create the number of spell gems that the game expects you to in order to get these achievements finished. I know that's never gonna happen. And if I get this done now, then that's one thing that we won't have to farm at the end, you know, at the tail end of the series when everything else is done and all we have to do is grind out these really long achievements. At least there will be this one thing that is done. Alright. How are we? Ooh, we have, look at that, 25 pages total, but wait. Most of those, or a lot of those, are gonna be not gems of absolute corruption. So, in fact, we still need about 9 more pages. But, you know, we've gotten quite a lot of them done. So what I'll do after crafting 25 pages of these spells is I will then go to the blacksmith and craft about 185 helmets. And after that, we'll start upgrading them and getting the achievements for socketing them as well. But man, this is gonna... This is gonna take a while. So, yep. Just strap in, make yourself a cup of tea. You'll probably need several cups of tea if you're getting through this episode. Maybe make yourself something stronger. Maybe make yourself an Irish coffee, or just grab a bottle of vodka and just start chugging it. Might be a more appropriate thing to do with an episode like this. No, don't chug vodka. I'm joking. All right. Okay. This, I feel like, is probably going to be one of those things that feels like it's a lot longer than it actually is. I'll see how much time we've actually taken at the end of all this, and whether it, you know, is as long as it feels. Okay. Let's do another check. Ooh, 31. But how many pages are absolute corruption? More than 20? 21? 22? 20... Okay, we're pretty close. We're pretty close, actually. So, So this part of it went actually quicker than I thought it would. I was tempted to I mean, no, I'm not gonna do this while I'm playing the series. I was gonna say I was tempted to write some script to automate doing this, but no, I don't wanna cheat like that. I'll use macros because that's a part of the game, but I don't want to use like outside programs to play the game for me, because it would feel like that would taint the sanctity of the series. So no, it's a fun thought having a computer do stuff like this for you. But if you're gonna do that, you might as well just edit the game files and give yourself the achievement, right? Like where do you draw the line if you're getting this without actually playing the game yourself? Anyway, let's see if we are done. I think we're done. Yeah, we've got 5 full pages and even a few more just as a bonus. Now what we have to do is we got to forge helmets, and similar to the spell gems, we're gonna need a lot of these, but not as many. I've estimated it at around I've estimated it at 180. We'll see. Each helmet costs brimstone. I think they all cost the same resource. And now, how many of these are we gonna need? That's a very good question. So let's sort it by tier. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is that really 11? 1, 2, 3, 4. 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is 185 divided by 11? We need like 17 pages of these. And right now we don't even have 2. But you know what? it'll happen quicker than you realize. So the thing about artifacts is you can upgrade them all the way from level 1 to level 50. So you get more artifacts, sorry, more upgrade, more instances of upgrades per individual artifact than you can with spell gems. Which is why we need more spell gems, but I think artifact upgrades might also get more expensive over time. We've got like over 100 million brimstone, so I'm willing to sink a lot of resources into this if that's what it takes. But yeah, it's gonna take a while. But that's, listen, this is just part of what it takes to 100% complete this game. I don't know what to tell you. It's just part of what you signed up for when you agreed to start playing this game, is you're gonna have to do stuff like this. Again, similarly with spell gems, you could, I guess, try to see if you just play the game a long time and you naturally create enough artifacts that you're upgrading them 1,000 times cumulatively. But I've made even fewer artifacts than I have spell gems, so and even with artifacts, I tend to swap stuff out instead of just creating whole new artifacts, so wouldn't really get all the way to the end just playing in my natural style. And I don't want to clutter my inventory with like lots and lots of artifacts, that's the other thing. So I'm like, let's just get these achievements out of the way, and then we never have to worry about them, and we can play and we can make spell gems and artifacts only when we need them, and only however many we need. How many have we done? Remember, we needed... How many pages did we need? We needed 17 pages, and we currently have... Well, we have 11 pages overall, so that's not a good sign. So we need about another 7 pages. And why am I getting helmets? It's because helmets are at the top of the list. To select any of the other artifacts, I'd have to scroll down, which would mean another action, which would mean slowing the whole process. The whole process getting slowed down. And I'm not about that. I'm about getting through this as quickly as I possibly can. Alright, so I guess we're at another awkward pause. So crazy weather we've been having lately, huh? I mean, this is an especially dumb thing to say, considering that, number one, well, first of all, it's totally a lie. The weather isn't crazy at this point in time. At this point in late August in Toronto, the weather is actually quite decent. So it wasn't even true, but also, by the time you see this episode, it'll be January. So it'll be even more meaningless to you by the time this video comes out, unless through some sheer coincidence there is actually crazy weather going on in January. Yeah, you never know, it could happen. Alright. Alright. How are we for... well, we have 16 pages overall. 15 whole pages of helmets. So we need to make 24 more helmets. That's 4. That's 8. That's 12. That's 16. That's 20. That's 24. So now we have 17 pages of helmets. Okay. So that's part 1 done, and how long are we into the episode? 21 minutes. That did feel like it was about 21 minutes. So now we do the... before we do the enchanting, we've got to upgrade. This is gonna go a little bit quicker. Now you might be saying, there's so many pages of these. You're gonna really upgrade all of these gems? The answer is yes. The answer is a resounding yes. I have to upgrade all of these. Each upgrade gives me a tiny amount of the remaining ones needed, and they all need to be done. And then we need to start enchanting them with properties. We're gonna have to enchant about 100 of them. Okay. Oh, easy. And again, you might be wondering, how can you do this to the people watching? How can you force them to watch this? And the answer is, I do it because I can. I do it because, listen, I know it's a painful experience watching this. I know it's physically painful. I do it because I want to inflict this pain on you. It's not that I'm too lazy to... It's not that I'm too lazy to find ways to, like, cut it out or, like, fast forward. Like, of course. I could literally pause OBS right now. I could do that, but I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm like, if I have to go through this, then gosh darn it, you have to go through this too. So, it's feeling like this episode is gonna probably be quite long. And that's an understatement. Each 7 gems we upgrade gives us... Oh, hang on, my math is wrong. My math is wrong, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We're not getting 15 upgrades per gem, we're getting 14 upgrades per gem. My math was off. Okay, so... regardless, for each 7 gems we fully upgrade, I was gonna say... Wait, what? Hang on. So each 7 gems we fully upgrade gives us 98. Nearly 100. Each 8 gems we upgrade gives us 112. So each approximately 7 gems gives us approximately 100. Which is a very confusing way to put it, but you know what? You know what? It's okay. Oh, easy. Oh god, there's so much. I just realized what I've consigned myself to. Oh no. There's so much of this. I've got to do so much. Oh god, I'm having an actual existential crisis. I didn't, like, on some level I knew, and even if my calculation was correct, and even if it had been 15, that's still a lot. That's still a lot of sitting around and clicking. A lot of sitting around and clicking. I wish there was a way to, like not have to click each individual time and kind of just, or like press and hold. But unfortunately, there's no option for that. There's no option to upgrade all the way to max. So I'm really gonna have to press this button about 6,500 times. Well, listen, I knew what I was in for. You knew what you were in for. So we just gotta ride this thing all the way to the end. Let's take a break just to see if we've made any noticeable progress at all. So if I go to items, well, we're nearly at 5,000. Nearly at 5,000. So at least there's that. Let's keep going, you know. Nothing to do but just keep going. Oh, I didn't realize this was gonna be this awful. But you know what? It's too late to back out now. I was like, man, maybe I should have picked something else for episode 400. But yeah, there's no backing out now. We've got 25 pages of these. We've got 25 pages of these. At least the spell gem part is going to be the more difficult part. Because it's the part about, like, you can only do 14 upgrades per gem, and then you've got to move to another gem. And then that kind of just breaks up the rhythm. If I were able to upgrade like 40 times per gem instead of just 14, that would, you know, make things a lot more convenient. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. We can do this. We can do this. We got this. We've been through we've been through other more insane grinds than this. And we can get through this as well. Gosh darn it. And now I really am wondering if it would have been smart to just... Oh god. To cheat and have the computer do this for me. Oh god. What am I doing with my life? Okay. Alright, let's just keep going. Sorry, I was distracted for a moment. Got a message from a friend. I'll have to reply when this episode ends, 4 weeks from now. God, every 8 gems represents... Well, every 7.1 gems represents 100, and we've got to go all the way to 10,000. Let's go until 12 pages, and then I'll do another pit stop. We'll check to see what the progress is at. The other part of it is, oh god, how expensive is this gonna end up being? It's probably gonna end up being really freaking expensive. Nope. We'll do 13 pages and then I'll do a pit stop. I don't know why, like in my mind I thought this was gonna go a lot quicker, but clearly I'm not a great judge for things like these. God, why am I doing this to myself? Well, I mean, listen. When it's over, we'll all look back at this and laugh. Or, you know, cry. But the point is, at least we only have to do this a finite number of times. God, that oh, that didn't sound reassuring at all. Like imagine if you're at work and your boss tells you to do something and his way of trying to reassure you is be like, "Oh, don't worry. You'll only have to do this a finite number of times." That would not that would not be reassuring to you. In fact, that would be even more horrifying than if he told you that this was gonna be a crazy, like take a crazy amount of time. But anyway, we're on page 12. And pretty soon we'll be on page 13. Every once in a while, the because I'm using the like the joystick to move down and not the D-pad. Every once in a while I won't go straight down, I'll go like on a bit of a slant, and the game will think I want to go on to the next page, and it'll it'll put me on a page that I didn't want to be, but I mean, ultimately it doesn't matter, because we were gonna upgrade those gems eventually anyway, so that just means a few of them will get upgraded early. Oh, and we're at 119 million crystal. I just noticed you can see the crystal in the bottom right. It's not going down that fast. And we are a considerable chunk of the way through it as well. Oh, no, no, no. Keep on upgrading. Oh, but that's a lot of upgrades that we've done. God, my right hand is gonna be in pretty bad shape after this. We'll do 15 pages before I do the pit stop. Just want to get as much progress on this as I can. Want to make sure I'm past the halfway point when I check, because it's a psychological thing for me. If I check and it's not even past the halfway point, that makes it feel overwhelming. But if I check and it's already past the halfway point, I'm like, oh yeah, okay, we've already done more than we needed to before we felt the need to stop and check. So, you know, we can just keep going, and it'll all be fine. Everything will be fine. So, what is 14 times 18? Well, it's 140 plus 112, 252. So we're getting 252 upgrades per page. Every 4 pages is giving us 1,000. 1,000. Oh boy. God. Nope. Every 4 pages is giving us 1,000. And 1,000 is about 1/10 of the overall number required, but we started at about 3,500. So every 1,000 is about between 1/6 and 1/7 of what was needed, because we needed about 6,500. I'll do one more page before I check. Alright. Okay. Okay. You know, I do actually need to take a bit of a break. Yeah, Gemology 7 and 9. Ooh, so we're past 7,500 as well. But how far past it are we? Just barely past it. Okay. Gonna take a break now before we do the rest of the upgrades. Just to, for a change of pace, I'm gonna enchant some of the ones we've already done. So we need to enchant about 100 of these. We can only enchant each one 3 times, which is another bit of an issue. But we only need 1,000 overall enchantments. So at 18 per page, we would need to do 6 pages. We need to enchant 6 pages of these guys to get a 300 enchantments done. Oh. And you might be wondering, why are you only doing... Why are you only doing the top 3 enchantments? It's because they're the easiest to get to. I guess it doesn't really matter what we take. This feels like a bit of a better rhythm. God, this really is quite the thing I have signed myself up for. I don't need to start like backtracking and second guessing myself. If I miss an enchantment here or the... Wait. So I've done 3 whole pages. Okay. Well, almost. Oh. Oh no, oh no. Lost my place. Okay, let's find our place again. Alright. This is page 5. We're actually pretty close to the end. Well, we have to do this page and then another close to a full page. So, get this done. Get these guys done. Is that is all we needed. Okay. Okay, now we've got to upgrade the rest of these guys. And to do upgrade, we just gotta... At least we don't have to manually select things, we can just click really fast. That'll be a... So we were at about 7,500, yeah. So clicking really fast, that'll... It's less stressful than having to select something, navigate down, select something else, you know. Even though clicking really fast has its own kind of, like, it's effortful in a different kind of way, but it just feels so much easier than having to select something and then navigate down and then select something else. Oh, whoa, that's not good. I need it. Wait, what? Sort by name, please. So, I don't even remember where we were at, but we were at a... We were past 7,500, and I think this is going to take us to around 8,000. So we would need another approximately 8 pages. And we have approximately another 7 pages. So I don't... I don't know how close... We might not be close enough, because the main problem that I made was I assumed... I just had the wrong number in my calculations. I was doing it based on getting 15 upgrades per gem, and we're only getting 14. This is a basic mistake that I shouldn't have made. Because when you go from 1 to 14, you subtract, right? So when you go from 1 to 15, you subtract, and the difference is 14. But you know what? It's okay. We'll see how close we get, and if we really need to, we can buy a few more. Oh god. This is a... Ugh, this is gonna be a hell of an episode. God, man. But listen, when it's done, it'll be done for good. listen, listen. Let's just keep our cool. It's another page. Every page gives us 250,000. Every page, every 4 pages, it brings us 1,000. And it doesn't take that long in the end to get through a page. And we're still at 116 million, so we haven't even spent that much in the way of resources. And the rate at which we're spending resources also doesn't seem to be that high. And we're actually mostly done. We actually have a few more than 25 pages. Because we got a few more, so maybe those ones are gonna help us get over the edge. For now, this is page 21. Actually, let me see how long we've been going in terms of time. Oh god, already 52 minutes. Jesus. You know, before I started this episode, there was a part of me that was like, oh, I'll probably be done with it in like... I'll probably be finished with the whole thing in like 20 minutes, and then it'll be such a short episode that I'd be like, ooh, maybe we can even do some realms before we end this episode. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what kind of fantasy land I was in when I was imagining how long this would take. Anyway, that's another page done. Oh, easy. Whoa, what are you doing? Okay, getting close to the end. Let me see how we are, how far away we are. So we're looking for gemology. Ooh, hey, we're actually pretty close. 4 more pages will do it. Less than 4 more pages, in fact. So maybe my calculations weren't as bad as I thought they were. But do we have 4 pages? We have 23, 24, 25. God. We have 23, 24, 25. But jeez, dude, stay on the correct page, man. And then we have a little bit on page 26. Not even that much. We'll probably have to buy a few more gems to make up the difference, but... we'll see, we'll see. We will see. Another page almost done. Five. 15 rather. 14, 15. We're nearly on the last page. Somehow we're getting through it. Ooh boy. Well, this is a... I mean... Technically, I wasn't lying when I said this was a special episode. By every definition, this, at the very least, doesn't count as what you normally expect when you think of people playing video games. Right. Final page. We'll see how close we are, and then we'll see if we need to do any more gems. We'll be very close at the end of this. Oh, come on. Oh, wow, okay. Almost, please. Almost ready. Now, we're not getting any achievements popping, so I'm guessing we... Wait, hang on. Did we? Oh no, sorry, that was for enchanting, not upgrading. So clearly we didn't get it. So, but how close are we? Where is it? Oh, we just need 80 more. Hang on, do we have, like, in our existing spell gems? Might as well just do this, right? Mutagen, sure, why not? Are there any others? There's this. Are there any others? Ooh, there's quite a few. Let's do Dark Ritual, I guess. Is that it? That's it. Gemology 10. Let's go. Oh, but we're not done. Sort by T. My shit. My favorited ones are on the top. These are the items that I currently have equipped. Hang on. Listen, let's just not even worry about it. Let's just upgrade, start upgrading. We can go all the way to 50, but don't do the level 50 upgrade. Because then that's very expensive. Like, you can do it and it'll count as an upgrade, but you're better off just going 250 and then stopping there. Alright. This is not gonna... Well, who am I kidding? This is gonna take exceptionally long, but the good thing about it is we can get more upgrades per item. It goes from 1,000 to 5,000. That is expensive. But listen, what else are we gonna do with the 125 million brimstone that we've got stockpiled? So we get 49 upgrades per item. We go from... This one I did calculate properly. This one, for some reason, I did do the math correctly, that you go from 1 to 50, meaning you get 49 upgrades. So this one we should be fine. So if we get 49 per, that means approximately every 11 gives us 500. Like 500 and a little bit. It gives us 490 plus 49, which is 539, I think. But yeah, this is gonna happen a lot more quickly. The tougher part is gonna be getting the achievement for socketing these guys, because I'm not gonna use... Actually, hang on a second. I was about to say, oh, I'm not gonna use my spell gems on these guys, because I'm gonna be... Oh, no, sort them by name. I could socket spell gems into these. I could socket spell gems of absolute corruption into these guys. But then the thing is, we're not gonna be getting a refund for those spell gems in the end. So instead, what I might just do is, I might just... I'll tell you what I'll do is, I'll upgrade this entire page. And then I'll go back and I'll take a look at how many more sockets we need to fill to get those achievements. Alright, let's get this done. So stat slot, trick slot, trade slot, and so trade slot and spell slot we can leave empty. Trade slot and spell slot we will leave empty. Ooh, I nearly upgraded it all the way. I'm surprised at my discipline at being able to stop at exactly 50, but after hundreds of episodes of, you know, rolling item bonuses at the portal, having to stop at a moment's notice when you hit the correct percentage, has given me the practice that I need to do this thing properly. Right. So we're gonna be getting... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sockets per item. Is that gonna be enough to do? Upgrade your artifacts 10,000 times, oof. But also socket your artifacts 1,000 times. Okay, yeah, we're gonna have to get 700, which means at 5 per artifact, we're gonna have to socket 140 artifacts. And we have more than 140, so that's whew. Do we get any achievements at all? Yeah, okay. We get one achievement for the pain and suffering that we've had so far. Anyway, let's keep on going. Why are some of these just like randomly scattered around? I don't understand how this... It doesn't matter, because at the end of it all, it'll be... It won't matter, right? I'm gonna go top down. The trouble with this is it makes it hard to see how many I've done and how many remain to be done, because it's just... I have no idea what sort of weird sorting algorithm the game is using. Most likely it's giving each individual item its own hidden ID, which is then being used to sort it into a list, which is why this random one is in the middle, surrounded by all of these unupgraded ones when it's supposed to be by name, because they all have exactly the same name, so it has to use something else to, you know, be a tiebreaker essentially, unless it's literally just sorting them randomly. Which is also possible. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 18. What is 18 into 49? In other words, how many are we getting per page? We're getting 882 per page, which is pretty decent. That would be so easy if we could just tell the game, hey, upgrade this all the way to 50. And you know what? There's a good chance that when... Actually, no, maybe not. I was going to say there's a good chance that when the next major game update comes out that this will be a feature, but I don't think anyone's asked for this yet. Each page gives us 882, which we started at 2,000 something. So it gives us about an eighth of what we need overall. And we've done a lot of them. We've done a lot of them as well. And what is 140 divided by 18? Well... $18 into 8 is 144. So it's gonna be it's gonna be 7 full pages plus a little bit into the next page. Alright. Okay. Okay. That's another page done. How many full pages of helmets do we have? Not that many. So we need, like, most of these guys to be done before we can start socketing them. Oh, easy. This. Do this. And after this page, I think what I'll do is I'll take a bit of a pit stop. I'll see how long we've been going and how much progress we've made. And then we'll keep going. Listen, this episode is not going to end until we finish this achievement. And again, I could so easily skip all of this, but where's the fun in that? You might be thinking, like, you're probably thinking that is a misuse of the word fun, and you're correct. It's not fun for me. It's not fun for you. It's just it's just an exercise in just mutual suffering. We are mutually united by this suffering that we're both going through at this moment in time. So let's just look at it that way. God, this is going... Turns out, clicking 10,000 times, it takes a lot of time. It's however much time it takes to press the button once. You multiply that by 10,000, and that's the amount of time it takes. Who knew? Oh man, I was so confident when I started this episode. I was like, oh, we'll be done. It was like 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes max, and then we can even do some extra rounds because the episode will be too short. My goodness. Alright, let's step away. We get an achievement at least. How far have we gotten? Ooh boy. Where even is it? Humble improvement. Well, we're past the halfway mark. So at least there's that. Okay, jeez. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, And then we got some at the end as well, which is weird, but whatever. Then we've got one in the middle, sure. But the rest of them seem to be, at least, well behaved, and they're all at the top of the list. Alright. Listen. Also, I didn't check how long we've been going. We've been going an hour and 16. Okay. An hour and 16, and a good chunk of it is done. So at least there's that. We've got fewer pages to get through, but each individual item takes longer. Oh, I accidentally... I guess one misclick out of all of these is not that bad. And you know what? I'll keep it. At the end of this, I'll keep it. Because we'll probably need a helmet for someone. We'll probably need a helmet for someone. Alright. We still have more than enough brimstone. We're not even gonna dip below 100 million. Unless I go around upgrading all of these to level 51. Alright. That's done. That is done. That's done. That's done. We only have like 180 of these things total. As opposed to like 400 plus spell gems. Each individual one is taking much longer. So there's that trade-off as well. And unlike the spell gems where I could click, like keep on clicking and it would hit the maximum and then it would just stop, I have to consciously stop at 50, which is the other thing that's making it a little bit mentally draining to do this. But you know what? It's okay. I like the fact that I can get 49 upgrades before I have to move on to the next one as opposed to only 14. Oof, man, this is gonna be... It's gonna be more than an hour and a half long, because before we get too excited. Upgrading this is only one part of it. There's another achievement for socketing artifacts, and I'm gonna get that one done as well. How many pages of these do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not even 5. Not even 5. Well, at least this page is almost done. And then we can move on. Nope. Do that. Do this. Okay. I am actually sweating right now. I'll do this page. And then let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We needed what? We needed about 8. So 6, 7, 8, and then at that point we might as well just... At that point we might as well just do all of them. Oh my god. Actually, after this page, let's take a bit of a breather and let's do some socketing instead, just to break up the monotony a little bit. Oh my god, okay. It's gonna happen, we'll get through it, and I'm gonna get through this entire episode without speeding anything up, without skipping anything. You're gonna... If nothing else, I need it to be documented just how long it takes if you do it like this. And just so the people know. The people deserve to know how long it takes if you try and get these achievements by just trying to brute force it, as opposed to letting it happen, playing the game naturally. Because I think for most people, it won't happen playing the game naturally, because you're not gonna make hundreds and hundreds of artifacts. You're not gonna make hundreds and hundreds of spell gems and then upgrade all of them and then socket all of them. You're gonna have a few classes, 5, 6, 7, 20 at most. Like a few different loadouts, a few different specializations, a few different builds. Even if you had a different loadout for every single specialization, with, like, so there are let's not count the pariah. Actually, no, let's even count the pariah and the deprived. There are 40 specializations. 6 creatures per specialization. That's 240 items. You'd... Like, how many people... Okay, so 240 items, that would get you the achievement. But how many people are gonna have... strictly speaking, it'd be around 200 you'd need. 200 and a bit, and not 240. How many people are gonna play the game and make that many different builds and create artifacts and socket them for that many different builds? My guess is probably not many. But then again, probably you won't have that many people trying to 100% complete the game either, so I guess there's that as well. Anyway, I'll do this. Get through this page, and then we'll see how much progress we've made, and then I think we might just start socketing. God, I had no idea what I was getting myself into when I started the episode. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to, like, actually lie down and rest after this, because it is physically draining. Right, we'll see how many pages we've done, and then we will take a bit of a break and do some socketing after we're done with this page. Okay, at least we got past that threshold. So we got past 7,500. So that means there aren't that many pages left. So let's look at the achievements. The item achievements. And in fact, we're very close. Like fewer than 2 pages to go. So that's good. Ooh, that's very good. Let's start doing some socketing then. And I'm just gonna take whatever's on top. Trick slot, yeah, we've got more than enough. Oh god. Armor scrap, short. Trick slot, armor scrap. We're not doing traits. We could do traits. Use up some of these traits. Nah, Because I might accidentally use up a trade material that's actually necessary. Let's... Okay. Got a bit of a rhythm going on. Oh, easy. Come on. Where am I? There we go. I'll be honest, it's kind of throwing me off, the fact that there's 3 of the same kind, then you can't do the same kind. You also have to go down. Don't do trade materials. Okay. Whew. Yeah, this has a very strange rhythm to it. Oh my god. What? Oh no, oh god. Jesus. Yeah, so we're getting 5 sockets per item filled, which means I mean, we did the calculations, right? Oh no, I don't want to do traits. That means 7 pages of this. Jeez, okay. Listen. Oh. Yeah, this rhythm is impossible to get used to. But again, when it's done, it'll be done for good. Alright. Gotta do like... Oh god, hang on a second. I'm getting quiet because this requires a surprising amount of concentration. What? Oh. So we're getting, if there are 18 of these per page, that's 90 sockets that we're getting through per page. And we needed like what? 700 overall. So at 90 per page, we needed 700 overall. Again, yeah, that's just under 8. Oh. Why does it let you select like this? I mean, that's not a crafting material. That's just the base bonus of the item. It shouldn't let you select this. That's the only reason I'm even getting angry about it is because I'm doing this weird grind. But it's getting in my way. It's another thing that I have to scroll past. Anyway. Let's get this done. Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go, dude? Oh, there you go. That's another one done. And there's another page almost complete. Oop. You can very easily get lost with pages and pages of nearly identical items. It's very easy to get lost. So what I'll do is after this page, I'll again take another pit stop, see how long we've been going. And try and get some sense of how much longer this process is gonna continue on for. Oh no, oh, why? Okay. All right. All right. Right, let's take a pit stop. Do we get any achievements? Not even... Oh, okay, good. We at least get the halfway point achievement. Also, how long have we been going? An hour... 40 minutes. Wow, okay. Okay, listen, let's, listen. Listen. Trypophobia. Achievement is... Well, we've got quite a bit of it done. We started at around 300 and we've done more than half of the work. Anyway, let's continue. We need to do about 330 something. So that's about 3 pages and a bit. Nope. Every time I step away, even for a second, I completely lose the rhythm I had, because it's such a complicated thing that you have to do. But, you know what? Maybe if I'm really efficient, we can get this episode done in under 2 hours. I think that's very optimistic, though. Yeah, don't think there's much chance of that happening. At least the cost to socket is fairly low. Oh, easy. Do a bit of this, a bit of that. Ooh. Easy. I gave it something else, it doesn't matter. Alright, we need to do all of this page, all of the next page, and then a little bit of the page after that. I think. We'll find out. Oh. If I stop doing it even for a second, I then completely forget the pattern that I have to do things in. Oh no, what? Okay. Found my place again. God, this is so... This is a... It's certainly a thing. It's certainly a thing, is the only way I can phrase it. Easy, easy. Listen, we're almost at the end. Let's not start messing up right now, right? Because would be a terrible shame if started botching things at this late stage of the episode. Alright. Getting through it. Oh god, hang on. There we go. Alright. What? Oh, there we go. Oh boy. God. Ooh, I cannot wait to be done with this. And we're gonna be forced to take a break from socketing because we're gonna be out of helmets. Oh, what? Oh, there we go. Alright. Any other achievements? No? 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 Hang on. Try perform. Well, we're very close. Did we already go past the 751? I guess we. Oh, okay, it goes from 500 to 1,000. There's no. There's nothing for 750. I see. I see. So now we go back to upgrading. Now do a bit of this. And we needed to get, I think, 57 more upgrades, which is like 12 more items, basically. We could even get 57 more upgrades by using up our trait materials, but at this point, like, why? Why do that, you know? Alright. I'll get through this page. Actually, no, let me check right now. How long have we been going? We're at an hour 50, I think. Either that or an hour 59. But it was either a 9 or a 0. Gives you an indication for how strained my eyes are, that I can't even read numbers anymore. Although in my defense, 9s and 0s are... They look... There's a sort of a familial resemblance between 9s and 0s. Alright, We're getting through it. We're getting through it. Listen. 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 It had to be done eventually. And you are kidding yourselves if you think we would have just magically made this many artifacts and spell gems and then upgraded all of them and then socketed all of them in just normal gameplay. No, we would have at most done like a half or maybe like 60%. So yeah, okay. Oh no, I accidentally did another nether upgrade. That's okay, that's fine. I guess we'll save that helmet too. Let's not accidentally do it a third time. Alright. How close are we? Oh. Very close, so another 5 will definitely do it. Another 5 will do it, so I guess let's do some socketing. We needed to socket about another 12 of these guys. So 3, 4, 5. What? One of these ones is just randomly done, but anyway, forget that guy. Let's do everything above this. Ooh, we're almost done, I think. Because if we leave, please, are we not done? We're done. Okay, good. But we are not done actually, because we still have to do one final set of upgrades. Luckily, not that many of them. Keep sorting by name. You gotta do like 5 more. That's 3 done. That's 4 done. And we probably don't even need to take this all the way to 50, but let's do it. Just for fun. Humble improvement, level 10. And now, first of all, actually before we even do anything, I wanna get a fucking refund. I'm gonna destroy. Let's start by destroying artifacts. Oh no. We gotta do each one individually. Oh boy. at least we're gonna get a little bit of a refund. Am I really gonna do this 180 times? The answer is yes. I wanna get my brimstone back. Dang it, I want my brimstone back. You gotta watch out because a couple of them are gonna have nether stone slots and I don't wanna get rid of those. But we'll see them because when they start coming up the list, they will have an icon next to them, a sword icon. Is it a sword icon or is it like a wand or something else? But they'll have icons next to them. We'll have to leave those alone. Oh boy. This, I have to say, this I don't mind that much. Now that we're already done with the episode. You know what? You know what isn't... Oh, you know what? You know what's gonna be even longer? Getting through 400 spell gems? 400 gems of absolute corruption. Also, I just noticed that... Okay. I just noticed that you get a different amount back every time. I think we might have accidentally destroyed our helmets with the nether slots. Because... I'm not sure if I saw the... Unless they're at the end. Okay, no, they're at the end. Okay, good. They're at the end. God, I've seen the word helmet so many times that this collection of letters is now meaningless to me. It's just a bunch of squiggles. And we'll keep these. We'll keep both of these. Okay. And how much brimstone did we get back? We got back like a partial refund. The main reason I did that was to clear up our inventory. Now, now we've got to grind up some spell gems. We've got a lot of pages of these. So and again, I'm not even gonna cut this out. What I will do though is, while we're doing this, let's talk about... At least it's quicker because it doesn't ask us for, like, confirmation every single time. So let's talk about the state of the series. So, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple days off. Because, I have successfully, as of now, as of August 2024, recorded enough episodes to go all the way till January 2025. And so, on that basis, I'm good to just take the rest of the entire year off from recording more Siralim episodes, if necessary. Obviously, I don't want to be away from this game for that long, but if necessary, right? I have that luxury. The other thing is, though, I really want to get the Ascensions done. Or I want to get as many Ascensions as possible done before the next update comes out. Just because I'm worried that something about the update will, like balance changes, will break something and I'll have to reconfigure spells. Maybe the Universal Gate of the Gods party won't work anymore for certain fights. Maybe the Fermented Hops party won't work anymore for certain fights. So I just want to get as much as possible done before the update drops. Now I don't know what the ETA is on the update coming out. I know the backer shop is going to be open for a while, and I hope lots of people participate just to give the developer more stuff to add into the game, which will mean that the update will take longer, which means I'll have more time to get the Ascensions done, and I won't have to just be constantly racing against time. We've gotten 60% of the Ascensions done. We have enough keys to do another 4 Ascensions. And then after that, we will be able to go around the realms, spend our emblems, buy keys, and we'll have enough keys to do another 4 Ascensions. So that'll put us at 80% of the Ascensions done, right? Yeah, because we have 60% done, we do another 4, that's 70%. We buy the keys, do another 4, that takes us to 80%. And then we'll be within striking range of getting to the end. At that point, the only question will be, like, literally, like, when does the update drop? And can we get the keys quickly enough? So we are definitely going to be able to get the Ascensions done before episode 500. My other, like, more tentative goal is going to be, can we get them done before episode, or by episode 450? And then maybe episode 450 can be, you know, the special episode where we get the final Ascension done and then just bask in the glory of all of them being complete. So, yeah, that's, that is the plan. Regardless, this was so exhausting, and I'd been planning to take a break anyway. I'm gonna take at least 4 or 5 days off, and by the or even a whole week, because I don't have to go back to work immediately at the start of September. It's probably gonna be the second, like after the first week of September. But in the last week before work, I'm probably not going to be recording stuff. I'm probably just going to be relaxing. But what I might have time for is might have time for, at the end of August, getting another set of Ascensions done. Alright. We're getting towards the end of our list. And we'll keep all of these. I'll even keep this one. Even though Absolute Corruption doesn't seem like that useful of a spell, I'll keep it nevertheless. Anyway, how long have we been going? 2 hours and 4 minutes. Not that bad. And let's take a look at what we accomplished in this episode. We got a whole bunch of achievements, actually. How many did we get overall? Starting from Gemology 8, and then an entire page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 10 whole achievements done in this episode. And there's a whole collection of achievements that we just never have to worry about. They're just done. One final thing I'll mention is there's another similar kind of achievement, which is the achievements for fusing your creatures together lots of times. This would also take a lot of time, but the reason I'm not going to try and grind this one is because we will get this by playing naturally. So I'm going to be doing all of the classes, and most likely for all of the classes I'll be starting from scratch and fusing different creatures. I'm not going to be reusing creatures from other classes, because they'll have their own secondary fusions and artifacts and nether stones, that kind of thing. And so we'll probably have like 6 fusions per class. There's 6 classes, there's 36 classes left for us, 37 classes left for us to do, because we're not doing the animator, because we're already doing the animator right now. We're not doing the deprived or the pariah. We're doing all of the others, and all of them will have 6 fusions. And it's not necessarily the case that the first set of fusions I create is the one that we'll keep, because I'll probably, theory crafting different classes, be like, oh, this thing isn't working the way that I thought it was, and then I'll have to create new fusions. So most likely it'll end up being more like 9-10 fusions per class. Way more than the 250 that the game is asking for us to do. So this is one of those achievements that will come from just playing naturally, unlike the others, which were just... If instead of 10,000 they were asking me to upgrade my artifacts like 250 or even like 1,000 times, then I wouldn't have had to do what I did in this episode, but I did it because I knew that for those achievements there was no way we'd get it by playing normally. But for the fusion one, at least, I do think we'll get that done from just playing the game without specifically trying to grind it. Anyway, what I'm gonna do is, even though I'm gonna be taking a bit of a break, how wonderful would it be to come back a week from now and see that we have already rolled an item bonus for ourselves. I'm so exhausted, but we've been through so much else in this episode that we might as well get through this one final thing. 352, I will accept that. Anyway, with all of that said and done, I think it's time to draw things to a close. Hope you enjoyed this episode, though of course, I don't blame you if you didn't. In fact, I wouldn't even... Well, I say I hope you enjoyed it. Like, I don't... Even I didn't, quote-unquote, enjoy it in the traditional sense. I did it because it needed to be done. But who knows, maybe there are people who are into this, who are into just watching people torture themselves by getting really repetitive achievements in video games. If you are such a person, then I'm glad you enjoyed it. But if you're a normal, decent person, I'll understand if you just skipped all the way to the end. Just to see this wrap-up part. But anyway, that is going to be all for this one. Regardless of whether or how much you enjoyed the episode, thank you for at least clicking on the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope you'll join me for the next episode as well. And until then, take care.